It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
The 37-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that.
The ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
He was taken down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and...
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Kansas City, touchdown! Oh! They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to... And with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense? Someone who will dance with him and go where he goes. Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And 16.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Hardman on the return. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now Wilson on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Chiefs 6.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mahomes pass.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. Trying to improvise. That one complete to Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now Edwards-Helaire.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Mahomes firing complete, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ricky Seals-Jones there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive. the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looking. Intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Four yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
25-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
And 11 on the Seahawks' 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mahomes pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's 3rd and 10.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Mahomes going to throw it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Patrick Mahomes on the keeper. Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Now Mahomes. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyron. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough. The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harris kickoff for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in England. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
To Tyler Lockett.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 10.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
A pass underneath for Carson.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Neiman on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
Now it's Carson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Wilson forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He gives it off to Carson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flush to his right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run wounds at the half and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
This will make it into the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The first running back drafted in April. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. Some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
At the Chiefs, 14 yards.
It's caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run it with Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
On the keeper.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, it's Carson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's good.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Wilson on the keeper.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
And it's a quick slant to Lockett.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And nothing but daylight ahead. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here where you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
They'll go again with Bell. And some room to maneuver. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now. But at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tyler Lockett now with a return.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29, 30, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Lockett the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Of 9 yards.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So long, everybody.